Okay, welcome everybody. I think I'm being recorded. One second here, I just gotta check, make sure that I'm being recorded. This is a private Zoom. I just thought I would switch up the Mondays a little bit here and gear up for the fall season. One of the things I pride myself on is to make sure all of my members understand the system, understand, the actual, levels and what you get with each level. And so tonight we're specifically going to be talking about Craigslist and how to post a Craigslist ad, and because some people don't like social media. I know for me, when I'm just not feeling like in the social mood, like I gotta, get on there and talk to everybody and things like that. If I'm just too busy, I just don't want to get on social media, right? So there's just days we just don't feel like being social. So even though I make a lot of money with Facebook and YouTube and things like that, there's just some days I don't want to. So I'm going to teach you guys tonight. And if you're not a member, we're going to do, Gregory gave me this G Money, I call him. He actually, Greg Reading. Okay, I got to make sure because there's two Gregorys on here, but he's actually a friend of mine. We've worked together for, she's going on 6-7 years now. Anyway, back in the day, there used to be what we call the fence kicking party, where you either get on the fence or you get off the fence, or however you want to say it, and then you join. So we're going to be doing more of those Zooms as well in the fall. So anyway, again, my name's Tammy. If you don't know me, I'm the Fearless Mama Online. And before I started recording, I was just saying that sometimes you might hear me, just kind of be goofy or, say something. I just want you guys to know I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just love to make money, and I like to show people how I make money online. So how many people today saw the news and saw what was going on? Like, oh, everybody's talking about the crash and, all sorts of crazy things. I want you guys to know a little bit about me. I've been through one of those, actually. So in 2006, 2008, my husband and I lost all of our homes to foreclosure, okay, and my own personal home. So I do know what that feels like. And so I promised myself and I promised my family that I would teach others when I learned how to actually make money online. I would teach others how to successfully make money online. And so I've been doing this for 12 years now. And my back was against the wall. And I says, oh my gosh, I got to do something. And I don't want to go back to work. I don't want Rob and Amanda to have a mom that's always just coming home at 5 o'clock and never seeing me, and on and on and on. So things changed, for me in my life. So I want people to realize that there's cycles. You're going to go through cycles and you're going to see these things. You're going to see it. If you live long enough to see, there's going to be 2 and 3 cycles of these market crashes. And then people say, no, it's never going to go down. It's going to go up, 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 right? Always. Nah, it's not the truth, because this is the second time I've seen it in the 12 years I've actually been doing internet digital marketing. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to say tonight, is that, what, for 12 years now, it's afforded us a great lifestyle to be able to do what we want when we want. And so there's always 4 processes. There's actually only 4 steps in order to get a sale online. There's only 4. Okay, to create the curiosity. Obviously, you guys can see there's people coming to the Zoom to create that curiosity, and then to create the what? The call to action, the actual, okay, let's take that step, let's join. So anyway, so it's not hard. It's not a difficult thing. You don't have to have a degree to do what I do. You don't have to, spend tens of thousands of dollars to do what we do here with Get Fearless Freedom. We have 4 levels. I'll tell you guys the amount of money up front, and then you can relax. Okay. So we have a 200, a 500, 1,000, and a 2,000 level now. Okay. And I can close your sales. Okay. I actually pick up the phone and I talk to people, and I actually close sales. So I just closed the sale for Dr. Mike this weekend. $2,000 sale. He never spoke to the guy. It was actually my email portal that closed the sale. So this is the cool part about Get Fearless Freedom. Is it passive? No. There's no words like that in this said in this community. Is it automated? Yes, it can potentially be automated. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that you'll never have to do the telling, selling, or explaining. So if you want to, in the chat here, you can say how many sales you've had closed by GFF. It's up to you. If you want to share your your testimonial, actually have people that use the sales system for other things. That's the difference between Get Fearless Freedom and other opportunities out there. You cannot reuse or use it, I should say, for or to market other things. Here with Get Fearless Freedom, you can. And that's what I love about it. You can actually use the capture pages and the funnels to redirect to any offer that you have online. And that's why we keep growing. And that's the reason why I love Get Fearless Freedom, is because it's not just reselling Get Fearless Freedom. Does this make sense tonight? Like, you literally can use the funnels and the capture pages for other opportunities. And I've done it for 5 years. So I've had this system for 5 years. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Who wants to learn Craigslist? Who wants to see how I actually post on Craigslist? And I have a kind of a tendency to yes, I love presentations, but at the same time, I kind of like to ad lib. Okay, that's just how I am. I'm not a public speaker, and I like to just kind of ad lib. So here we go. Of course, we're all muted out, so we don't have to worry about that. So if you do happen to have you know, something going on in the background, just make sure you're, you know, muted out. So Rob, if you want to go ahead and make sure people jump on as we're doing the presentation, great. So here's Craigslist in 2024. Craigslist has been around. Does anyone on here remember a classified ad site called Backpage? Does anyone remember that? Yeah, Kevin, I figured you did. Backpage. Backpage was actually something, I had a Backpage auto poster. And I'm going to make Rob actually co-host. Okay. I'm going to make you co-host. So, because tonight is what I'd like to call, you know, training / presentation mode. But there was a gentleman I found on Fiverr, and you can still look up all this stuff. Okay. And again, this is all just suggestions, and this is things that I've learned along the way. But there was something called Backpage, and I hired someone off of Fiverr in order to put 100 to 200 ads on Backpage for me. Do you think that was something? Wow. I mean, I was literally just, you know, picking up the phone. Okay, join. I mean, it was insane. You know, my highest month in the industry was like 150,000. I mean, the Backpage, when you had Backpage, unfortunately, that's down. There's no more Backpage, you know. I think it was .org. Anyway, it got crazy, and Backpage, you know, is no longer. There's no longer a site with Backpage. I did put in the comments, though, there's other classified ad sites. There's other resources that we have in the back office at the 2000 level that we've actually shown everybody. This is literally where you can go besides, you know, online marketing, by the way. So Craigslist, here we go. It's it looks, you know, there's that sign there. This is Craigslist. We've had this software since I think when my programmer and I came up with this idea in 2019. We've helped, oh gosh, just thousands of people have this software. And so they use it for all sorts of different opportunities. And so if you just think that they're using it for GFF, or you think that it's going to get saturated with GFF, it's not. Because you're never going to run into people. I think I had it one time last year. There was 2 members that were advertising in North Carolina. But this is the thing. It's just like me, you know, advertising out west. I'm never going to run into anybody. So want to know why? Because I tell everybody to change up your ads. Like, change up your ads so that we don't all have the same ad. Okay, on Craigslist. That's one big thing. And I give you guys several different ad copy in the document when you join GFF. So just look in your getting started guide. Okay, so we just want you guys to know that, again, this is just a basic outline of what you can do with your GFF business. You can advertise it on Craigslist. Okay, so Craigslist, again, is just, it's huge. There's just, you know, statistics galore about how many people actually view Craigslist. 80 million. There's like 80 million classified ads up at one point on Craigslist. You know, again, when people get sucked into social media or always getting distracted on Facebook or YouTube or whatever your favorite platform is, you know, there's a reason why Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook. They get paid. Facebook gets paid by all those ads, right? So, so of course they're going to want to try to show some posts and not show some other posts and things like that. And I'm just like, I'm very good at the focus of where am I getting leads for today? You know, I've just always really niched it right down to the 4 places where I'm getting leads on a day-to-day basis in order to make money online. So one of those again is Craigslist. Rob put up some of these ads for me here tonight. They're really great. I have one, I'm going to show you my live ads here tonight. And if members, if you have them up, because obviously we've done workshops before, you can share everybody if you'd like to, you can share the ads that we have. So what happens is when you put up a Craigslist ad, they'll automatically reply. You don't have to be home. You can actually be out golfing, swimming, driving, walking, whatever you do when you're away from your computer or your phone. You can literally have your auto reply software replying for you. Okay. And we show you there's 6 steps, or is it 7? I think there's 6 or 7. I set it up years ago. So I set it up once and that's done. And this is the cool part of any of these ads, you know, that I'm showing you guys tonight, is that you can set it up one time and you can just set it and forget it. You can just walk away. Does that make sense? Like every single thing, like YouTube ad or YouTube video that I do, I absolutely love it because I do it one time and then it's done. Now you can do that with Craigslist. It's a little more maintenance, but you know, you can do it. You can set it up one time and have it refresh. Okay. So again, Craigslist is one of my favorite ways to generate some leads. Okay. And of course, we can never state any income claims here. I just want everybody to know that this is a private Zoom. It's being recorded. I'm not live on my social media. I wanted that tonight, especially because I want to get, you know, the people that have taken the time here that jumped on here. I appreciate everybody for jumping on this because I get asked, that's the number one question I ever, whenever I'm on the phone closing the sale for you guys and gals, it's the number one thing. Well, where do I advertise Get Fearless Freedom? And I'm showing it tonight. So that's, I'm literally going over one of the number one objections for Get Fearless Freedom. Okay. So when they reply, they're going to get an actual automation, and I'll show you guys the back office when I'm completed with the slides. And this is again the first slide presentation I've done on Craigslist for Get Fearless Freedom. So just bear with me. This is not, I didn't rehearse it ahead of time. Okay. So with Craigslist, we recommend posting in the business services, $5 per ad. You know, it's pretty reasonable when you figure you're generating, you know, between 2 to 3, depends on your area, depends on your ad, what you say, all these factors, right? I can't guarantee anything and how many leads or how much money you're going to make. But at the same time, like I said, you fill your pipeline. You know, it's just like what we used to teach the mortgage brokers when we had our mortgage broker business. You feed your pipeline with leads and you feed your pipeline with people that are calling the callback number. Okay. So this is what we do. And this is the cool part about GFF is that you can post up an ad interested in earning money without lifting a finger, receive 500. So if you're selling a package, a Craigslist software package, you're going to put $500 in your pocket. And we had this level, we just had the 500 level last February 2023 when we relaunched GFF with a new sales video and the Vegas theme and everything. We only had the 500 level. And then a few months later, we added the 1000 level. So then all I had to do was log into my Craigslist and then adjust the amount. So I had so many mortgage brokers, I had so many realtors saying, hey, Tammy, can you increase your commissions and add a 2000 level? And that's why we did that last month. I should say 2 months ago now, because we're in August. So I just want people to know that it, you know, doesn't stop at 500. You could make a $2,000 sale off of a $5 ad. Okay. And it happens over and over and over again. Okay. So I just want people to understand that that's where my focus is where the eyeballs are, where people are actually looking for a home-based business, not like they're scrolling on social media and all of a sudden your stuff pops up and they're not really into what you're doing. I'd rather have people chasing me. Wouldn't you rather have people chasing you versus the other way around? You know, this is how I've made this work and put over, you know, almost 300,000 now, actually, since I've relaunched this. So that's my own personal results. I can't talk for anyone else because I don't know what they do with GFF. I can't say, hey, you know, such and such, how much have you made with it? Because they use it for multiple things. But I personally have been just using it for GFF. Does that make sense to everybody tonight? So right here it says, I'm going to read it. Account usage. Post location is recommended to post in the biz services in your local city or nearby your largest city. Sandra, do you hear that? So if you're not getting any action in your local city in New Mexico, I understand there's some the out west is vast. I understand that because we've drove it 2 times back and forth to New York. Did you know I had my Craigslist ads running when I moved from New York to out west, and then from out west to New York and back and forth? I'm always having my ads live. It takes me 5 minutes. Any of these lead generation strategies takes me 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes to get done. Okay. So if I'm not getting any action in Las Vegas, maybe I'll do my nearest city. See what I mean? Like if you're living in a remote area, you want to look. And again, I'm, because it's mostly, it's 99% members on here. I'm just saying, make sure that, yeah, do 1 or 2 to make sure they stick. Okay. Because the last thing you want is your Craigslist account to get taken down. And my programmer will get mad because he'll be like, why did you do this Craigslist, training and workshop? And then now everybody's saying that. So you got to be careful. And Rob can expand upon how he does it. He's a lot more techie than I, but he has VPNs and things like that. Like when he sets up people, like when he does the custom setups and stuff
Yep.
like that. Right, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, I can cover. I'm the one that created the presentation for mom.
Yeah.
So what I meant by here,
Yeah. What did you
when
mean by this
you're
one?
yeah, well, so when you create a Craigslist account, the main thing is you always do it near your city, your first city.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in I'm just going to give example. If you're in Jacksonville, Florida, you can actually open up one near Orlando. But however, there is Jacksonville. So you open up a Jacksonville, it picks your IP up. Don't open up a Craigslist account with with a VPN in the beginning, because it just really mucks the account up. That's personally what I've seen. VPNs are good if you have a good reputation overall. Like the thing is with Craigslist is they really want to see, are you truly in that area? Now, if you intend to like totally open up a Craigslist account in the city, like let's just go, I'm going to give examples in the United States here, but let's just go, if I'm in Las Vegas, right? I'm in Las Vegas and I want to make sure that I get San Diego, LA, Orange County, all of those areas in California because I know they're actually really hot.
Yeah, they
What
are.
I would what I would do is if I solely knew I'm going to be posting only in California, I would actually get an LA VPN. I would get a VPN. I do have a referral code if you ever wanted to something that's really good. I use Clear VPN. That's what I use. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why I use them, I'm just telling you, is because it's actually the highest millisecond top 10 cities in the United States. So I got LA, Seattle, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Denver, New York, and Miami. Those are all top cities of Craigslist. So you wanted that, it's a cool VPN. But I mean, past that, I'm just, quickly telling you that the reason why, let me share my screen, Mom, because I
Yep.
think maybe I can explain it because I've dealt with a million setups before.
Yep.
Help everyone create these accounts.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, and for me, it's like literally habit. It's like the back of my hand. I literally
sure.
know how to go to my Craigslist account, how to post an ad. When people give me different scenarios, like, hey, I want to post in a different area and things like that, a red flag goes up in my head because I'm just like, well, I live in a good area. So I don't want to, like tell someone if they're living in New Mexico that sure, go ahead and do it. I just don't
Yeah,
want
that
their Craigslist account get shut down.
exactly. So I'm gonna
You
bring
got
you
to do it
to
correctly, Sandra.
I gotta bring you to here.
Hmm?
Basically, let's just go you live in Dallas, Texas. Let's go you live there and you start to post. I would begin 1 to 2 ads per every couple days randomly. Like I would do an ad, make sure it actually sticks and do not use a lot of like money wording. Just go, hey, I have this awesome opportunity that you got to put can, not will make money. I mean, because Craigslist, I'll tell you what, you may hear internet talk, but Craigslist does not like actual scam talk. So they're going to take that ad down real quick with the wording.
Yep.
And
I
so
use
we're going to
words like
cover
potentially.
potentially, can, maybe. Maybe is not one because it throws people immediately like they're no, I don't want that. So what I do here, Craigslist, what I do is once I get the account seasoned and I have a few ads running, like, 3 to 4 max, like totally, I would cap it at that per month. Then what I do is if I was in Sandra's position, she's in New Mexico, then she could look over to El Paso, Texas, and be like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I can actually, because yes, I may be in the center of New Mexico, I could possibly test at least one over in near the border of Texas. And this goes with everyone. So you can technically, I'm just going to tell you the advanced way. You can technically post actually across the country, but I don't want no one get banned. I don't want people to go, hey, I just got banned by posting. And by the way, this goes for even without the software. This actually is real training of Craigslist. Craigslist will ban you regardless of a software if you create one and you manually reply to your ads. Luckily, we do have our auto reply software, right? So yeah, if you live in Texas, you can post in Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, etc. once it kind of begins getting very seasoned. Now, I'm gonna bring over here again. We don't recommend if you're living in Miami, Florida, and you're jumping over to, San Francisco, California, or LA. I don't recommend that at all, ever. Now, I have had people that have lived in Ohio and they're posting in LA and then they're posting in New York City and then they go over to Vegas. I'm telling you, that's a person with a about 2 to 3 year old account and they're very seasoned because they're accurate in their listing. They're not
Right.
gonna, be scammy in that. So examples of ads we have, mom's gonna go into our live presentation of what she does. But yeah, we have ads just like this. Now, geo-targeting, what I would pick up if you don't know the area, let's just go, you don't know Las Vegas. I personally know Vegas very well. I could be an Uber driver there. I could blindfold me and go, Rob, okay, where are we? And I'd be like, well, we're here. And they're like, what? How do you know that? So actually
Yeah, me
that's what I
too.
do. So yeah, mom knows it well. But what I will tell you is I picked this area in the country or not this area because I don't know that exact. I think it might be near the country club actually. So that's northeast, yeah, northeast-ish kind of on the strip and it's going up towards north. And guess what? As soon as you go to the right, it's East Vegas, and East Vegas is truly, truly not a good area to be. You want to be, I don't know, how can I put this? Packing one and having window tint. You do not want to be in East Vegas. You go to the West Vegas and you want to be an affluent area and more on kind of like, oh, possibly they're going to reply to my ad, you can do that. So what I do is geo-targeting of ads is I do kind of zoom in. I do cross-referencing. Like I'll go to Google and I'll type in zip codes in that area. Or if I find like like a really nice restaurant and I find the zip code, I'll type that zip code in and then I'll like pin it down. But yeah, we have like these ads. These are, really good ads. Generally, Vegas will show all Vegas, but it doesn't always be that because Las Vegas, by the way, is a very small zip code. There's actually other parts of it that there's, the south of Vegas, there's the north, there's Henderson, you name it. So that's that. And then mom's going to get into her live back office here in a bit. Anyone have questions for me personally? I can take them before she does the live stuff.
Yeah, so William's not a member. So, but he was just saying he couldn't see your screen. Can you see it okay now, William? I just want to make sure you can. Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
It might have been, so sometimes, and this is another kind of I'm just gonna tell you guys some of the questions I get when people call in. They actually wonder if they can run this business on a phone. You can, run a business on your phone. It just depends on your capability. Like I wouldn't be able to run my multiple six-figure a year business on my phone. I'm just telling you guys, my eyes are not that good. I'm like, I need to have a computer. So if you really want to do this and do it the correct way, get a computer or a laptop, invest in yourself, and or go to the library or do something like that, or go to your
Mhm.
your friend's house or something like that, because a lot of this stuff is, my support's great, Rob's great, and my support team's great, but a lot of times, like, you guys ask me stuff that you know, that I simply don't even know. Like, I'm like, really? You can do that on an iPhone? I didn't know that. So make sure you're always making, this is your own business, right? We always want to preface by saying this is your own home-based business. You are your own entrepreneur. So, whatever you listen and learn on these Zooms, you have to implement, but it's very hard to do it on a phone. I have a hard time anyway. Okay.
Yeah,
So when I'm
totally. So,
refreshing and I'll show you guys my Craigslist ad, I'll go ahead and do
mhm.
that. I'll just go ahead. If you want me to share my screen, I'll
Oh,
do that.
I'm just gonna share a little bit more, Mom, and
Oh,
then
sure.
you can go into your. I just want to kind of cover what I was
Okay,
continuing a bit, and then
sure.
some added value. Yeah, so this is obviously this is my computer. And you can see I am a tab guy, right? I love tabs, right? Not the guitar tabs, the tabs at the the window browsing, but these are some. This is, by the way, just one window. I have actually about 1,000 tabs between all my devices. I'm such a nerd, right? But it's good to have a nerd on tonight that actually knows this stuff that we can show you. So what I do is I go into Craigslist, I go into Las Vegas. I then go into I took me a while because Mom and I were trying to figure out Craigslist for a while. We were like, where do we go? Where is it? And it all came down right here at home services. And then we found that small biz ads. And then when you click it, you're gonna find a bunch of people. They have laminate flooring, they have all these different, artificial turf everywhere in the area. What I do is I just go over to the post and then I give them, there's a couple ways you can kind of go down the yellow brick road, essentially. You can either be a service, which is what I do because it's a service technically. Because I don't want to get flagged. I don't want to give them a for sale by owner. I'm not selling them. I mean, I am, but it's still like under services. So I click here personally. Gigs is fine as well. We've had great success with people being a gig, a side gig, get it,
Computer gig. Yep.
gig, yeah, job. It's not a job. As much as you would want to do that, I have had ads deleted because I use the word, get this much an hour, and then because I took $500 and divided it down into a 9-hour workday, etc., and they just did not like that. So I was like, all right, let me figure this out for folks. I went to the service offered, and then I was like, okay, awesome. So they break it down to business friendly services that I can post. So I'm going to click here, small biz ads, and this is where the title, we give you the titles. So when you join, we give you the titles. Now, a lot of people are not going to tell you what I just told you, where to go. The Las Vegas, the services, or Orlando, Florida, services, small biz ads, etc. The biggest first step is the leap, right? The leap to do it. And that's what we do. And the reason why we created this is an auto reply software. So this right here, we have Craigslist. This is my personal own main account. And what you do here is you're going to follow the steps here for the auto reply software. The cool news for everyone, and I'm glad I had the mic just because I wanted to tell everyone here, but this video, so if you scroll down, any brand new members, Tariq, everyone else, Elise, sorry, my pronunciations of your names, all great names, right? What you do is you just scroll just a little bit and you'll see this video. This video is a walkthrough video on exactly how to set the system up. There's literally everything there. So just to let you know there that I have that there. But what we go here, Craigslist, and then what you do is for this purpose, Mom's going to show you her live ads. I'm going to actually give the mic back to her, and then we're going to wrap it to this part because this is really cool.
It's really
So,
important for what Rob just said is that 20-minute video that he spent time on is like 2 days to get it down to 20 minutes. It actually even shows you how to set up a Craigslist account. So it's really important for the new people that have joined to listen to that video. We do these videos so that if we're sleeping and we're on the West Coast and the East Coast is up, you know, and they're asking about how to get set up, it's right in there. It's just like Wesley that just upgraded with me. He's like, so do I have to onboard everybody and do I have to walk them through everything? No, you don't have to. I didn't want you guys to have to. Once you make a sale, you just tell them, hey, listen, you log in, you listen to the video, get started, and then you can just start implementing and choosing your marketing choice, your marketing method of choice. Okay. So that was very good, Rob. I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm going to show you on my, I'm just wanting to make sure everybody can see the screen. So right here, I don't know why that keeps popping up. That's a pain, my Zoom thing. But right here, you can see I have ads up, like literally ads, okay? Like live ads up right here. Turn this $5 ad into $1,000. Why do I say worldwide? Because it is. It's actually a worldwide opportunity, okay? So I just want people to know that if you're going to run traffic and you're going to choose, you know, on our, you know, Udemy is where we recommend for people to go. If you're going to choose, just make sure you're choosing English speaking. So, you know, that's why I'm targeting the United States and Canada for the Craigslist, but I put worldwide in my actual ad. So there's a live one. And then I'll also show you guys my account. So I'm always at the top. So especially right now when the economy, and I've been saying it for 3 and 4 years, economy's crashing. I use that wording because a lot of times, like, you know, people are like, oh my gosh, my HVAC business is not, you know, bringing in as much as I wanted to. So I want to get into digital marketing. Digital marketing is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. A lot of people are going to turn to digital marketing, okay, as a business. So let me just show you my account. So I typically keep this many ads active. Now, please do not do this unless you have a seasoned account. Please don't put up this many ads if you don't have a seasoned account, okay? So there's people on here that are not members. So some of this stuff, I can't really show all of it. In the back office, I promise there's 2 work sessions like this, but we're turning the Monday Zooms into more the lead generation training style. I think it's just more, it's more exciting because if you watch the 7-minute video, you already know about GFF and how it can make you money. So now we're just showing you how to launch your business, how to get sales, and how to rinse and repeat. So I want more people calling into the 800 number. Okay. So that's my goal. But you'd also get, you know, the point that I'm in those sections. I'm literally in those sections because why? Because that's where people's eyeballs are. Okay. So like when I was looking for a home-based business after we lost our restaurants and houses and all this kind of, you guys might have heard my story, right? I went to the Barnes and Nobles. I went to the magazine rack. I picked up a home-based business magazine. I started searching through and I said, boom, I want that one. Like I was searching. There's a difference between searching and being annoyed with people's, you know, in your inbox. Like I just don't do that kind of marketing. I don't teach that kind of style. So I was in the magazine. I said, I want to do this business. If I can advertise a website in my sleep and make money while I'm sleeping, I want in. So I did. I joined it. So I joined my sponsor, sent the $3,500 off, and the rest is history. And he never contacted me again. He never did any training for me. And I said, I promised myself if I did learn this, I would train it because I don't want people to feel that way. Okay. I don't want people to feel like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Right. So that's the reason why I have GFF. So here you can see in the ad, follow this closely. Okay. So if you're multitasking right now, just stop what you're doing because I don't want people to say, hey, Tammy, how did you do that ad again? So if you're going to put an ad, you got to make sure you're doing a call to action. The call to action on this ad is reply for my 7-minute video. So when they reply to the 7-minute video, they're going to get an actual vacation, not a vacation reply, excuse me. They're not going to get that. They're going to actually get the Craigslist auto reply, like what Rob was showing you. This is the area in your back office. So this is how I have mine set up. Hello, this is Tammy. Thanks so much for replying to my Craigslist ad. Here's a 7-minute video you requested that has put over, and then I usually update it. I update it every month. Okay. Please click here now. So where am I sending them? I'm sending them to my capture page. Okay. Once you finish watching the 7-minute video, feel free to call me. I got a lead today. He called me, I talked to him, and now he's in the pipeline. He's going to join tonight. So this is how I do this with Craigslist. Okay. So I'm putting in here. So members, if you want to take a screenshot of this, feel free. It's in the paid group. It's in our back office. It's in the material, but I'm always having them call the 800 number. So they can hear the message. They can hear it once again. They can hear my voice. So I'm doing touch points. Okay. So I'm doing touch points as I'm doing in the selling process. Does this make sense? So I'm not really selling because I've never liked selling. Okay. I don't consider it selling. I consider it marketing. So that's all I'm doing on a day-to-day basis is advertising and marketing, never cold calling anybody, never having to pitch any family and friends, never have in 12 years. I've learned literally the direct response marketing methods. Okay. And it's rinse and repeat. And so that's how I have my ads set up. So they reply to it. They get the capture page. Does everybody want to see what the capture page says? 1 second. I bet the members already know what it says. You guys already know, right? What does the capture page say? And I'll take questions at the end. Okay, Tony. 1 second. I'll show you guys the capture page, and it's really, really nifty. It really is catchy. So it says, why aren't you making thousands on Craigslist? Brand new auto reply software for Craigslist, resell it for 500. It's brand new to them, right? So they're seeing it possibly for the first time. So that's what I have my capture page to say. And then I've actually set up my own funnel for Craigslist because again, it's a targeted audience that you're going after. So we have a capture page for Craigslist. We have especially when you get Rob's services, we have a capture page for social media. We have, so that it's congruent because you want your message that you're saying to people to, hey, opt in, right? Because you're just collecting the lead at this point. See, so you're building your list. And so if you've never heard anybody, hey, Donna, how's it going? So if you've never heard anybody talk about building a list, you might have heard that online, and I'm sure you have at some point, right? If you're checking into digital marketing, you need to build your own list. Okay. You see my little AWeber up here? It's not so little. Been building it for 12 years. So you want to always build your list. So this is what my bridge page looks like, my branded page, if you want to call it that. So I lead them to that, right? They can read a little bit about it. So what am I doing here? I'm warming them up. I'm building that know, like, and trust throughout this Craigslist process. Okay. And then click here to learn more. And boom, they go to our new sales page. It's updated colors. It's updated testimonials. We have our happy members over here. We have people making money with GFF. So they can check it all out. They can check it all out before they even do what? Call me on the 800 number, which is on everybody's new sales pages. Okay. So it's literally all there for them. And they get to even see what's included in every membership. So these leads that we're generating are already seeing all this before they even talk to me and sign up. And that's how we're getting so many automated signups. Does this make sense to everybody tonight? Isn't that cool? It is such a cool process. I mean, I love it. Yay, Wesley's clapping. There you go. So that's it. That is the Craigslist process. And, just like anything, you gotta do it. You got to learn it and then implement it. And I'm telling you, when I had well, you guys might've seen, he said to me, Yahoo, he's like $2,000. He's like, man, this is awesome. So $2,000 is actually life-changing. $500 is life-changing. $1,000 for people is life-changing, and like Gregory has said before, you're flush after one sale. You don't have to pass it up. You don't have to do any of that, here. Okay. I just want you guys to know.
Hey mom,
Tony's
you wanted
asking
me
about an email. Hey Weber, hold on a second. Okay, because that's an actual system setup question. So let's just if we have any questions for Craigslist, then I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording just so that we have a good recording for Craigslist, because a lot of people couldn't make it tonight. As you can see, a lot of people love the Craigslist method. A lot of people like myself don't always want to be on social media. Especially as we get busier and busier, right? And we want to go and golf and do all sorts of things and head up to the mountains. But anyone, last call for Craigslist questions. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. No? Did we do a good job? Craigslist questions? Wesley, you got one? No? You're all set? Okay, cool. All right,
so who here
let me end the recording. I'll go ahead and
okay.
end the recording, and then everybody's saying thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, cool. So everybody's going to do a Craigslist ad tonight, right? Let me do it one more time for the recording. I'll go ahead and share my screen, and I'll show you guys my Craigslist, okay? One more time. Everybody likes to see these. So Michelle's going to join tonight. Who invited you here tonight, Michelle? This is my system. I'll back you guys all the way up. I log in. I go through the instructions. So when you get off of here, members, you can log right into this area. So I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat. You go here, you read the instructions. I promise you, it's so easy. It's so easy that I can do it. Like, it's so easy that I can do an ad on Craigslist, okay, with the software. And you got to have the software in order for it to be automated, right? Does everybody understand that? I mean, you can post and then get flagged and you're going to be frustrated because you're going to say, why, so, but if you want to get the software tonight, it's a one-time $547 a month. And I haven't even discussed the emails yet. Okay. So I haven't even gone into that. We'll wait till the end here, but this is your auto response message that you'll put in here in the back office. And this works for any level. I mean, I get people joining at 200, 500,000, and 2,000. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that this literally works for any level. So I'm just going to go back into my account. This is all my active ads. These are all ads that I can actually refresh. Look at how many ads I have. I can refresh. These are all ads. I can go in there and I don't have to think too much sometimes, which sometimes I don't want to think too much because I'm tired or whatever. But I can literally, all these of July's, I can refresh for August. So you see your $5 ad can last you for 30 days. It can. It can last 30 days. Okay. Hey, Donna, cool sunglasses. I love those. She looks so cool tonight. So you can literally put up a $5 ad, have it last for a whole month, and have people replying. Now, if you want to get real creative, you can refresh it half the month, have it boost to the top. Like mine's always in my city nearest me. It's always going to be to the top. I want to make sure I'm at the top. It's almost like a little loophole or a little, who's getting excited tonight? I don't know about you guys, but I love it because it's a little hack that most people don't know. Like they're all talking about TikTok and, and Facebook and all this kind of stuff, but it's a little hack that you get to be able to be to the top. Like we did a Supreme Mastermind last week, right? And Gregory was on there and he's like, wow, I want the keywords and all this kind of stuff. Well, for people that just want ads out there, why not do a Craigslist ad? Why not do another offline ad? Why not do postcards? Why not do some of these simple ads? Because it works. Your website works. I've been proving it time and time and time again. This video converts. It's converting into $500, $1,000, $2,000 a sale. See what I mean? 100% commission. I mean, this is 100% commission, to the person that's, got it going. So I just want you guys to know, learn it. Once you learn this skill, you're going to be hooked. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I just got a lead. Not Greg, but Glenn just messaged me right before the Zoom. Thank you for sharing that. He says he gets leads all the time on Craigslist because he's learned the strategy. So thank you for sharing that. So I like it because, see, people are learning this method of marketing and they can implement it and use it for anything. anything online. Obviously, I want them to resell GFF, but I'm just saying, you know, they can learn it for anything online. Okay, so let me go ahead and end the recording. I think I
My main
was,
question, Mom, was just like how many people with a number one on here as a member, but they haven't opened up the Craigslist at all. Like they
yeah,
have not done a thing. Because
let's take
if
a
you
poll.
haven't, I can actually show you real time how to create the account.
Okay, and we
Just
can
real
even take
quick.
a member if you want to get a Craigslist ad up. Who has an existing? I might as well keep it recording because we got 10 more minutes to make it an hour. But who wants to do a live one here tonight for everybody? And for guests on here, you guys get to see everybody, you know, putting up and learning. This is a learning Zoom. Who wants to do that? And do you guys like this style of Zoom tonight? You like it? Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you like it. So Michelle was brought here by Marybeth. Okay, cool. She's one of my top sponsors. 1111. Okay, cool. And who was brought here by an email? Who got the email through the email portal? Because I'll share that too tonight. Who got here by an actual email, got an invite by an email? So Alice did, or does Alice have a question? So I have a email that I send out, and I'll show everybody that before I end the recording. So let me show you guys. I log in to my back office. You guys don't have to worry about follow-ups. So again, this is the testimonial page. Okay. I have an email portal right here. Done for you emails. So I'm the only one that has this email portal in the industry. And I sit down, it's not an autoresponder. So you don't have to ever set up tons of autoresponders, you know, forever and ever. Nope. You just literally, I sit down and I go through some of my headlines and I'll say, we're going to talk about Craigslist. Okay, cool. So we're going to do Craigslist tonight. So then I don't have to even sometimes even create, you know, off the top of my head, I'll just copy and paste from a prior, like last year's Craigslist trainings. We did a lot of Craigslist last year. And I'm telling you, I said, I've gotten tons of people wanting me to do a Craigslist training. That's why we're doing it tonight. But so many people need to know about this, you know, to put $500 a pop into their pocket. It will change so many lives. So anyway, so this is back to my email. So I type it out and see all these here, like the signature, the link. This is how I keep track of you guys and your sales. And that's how you keep track. So I never see your leads. I put the ID in there that's tied to you. So if you're wondering, how do you get your own sales? It's because it's tied to you. Okay. And then you make the sale, boom. That's how Mike got it. That's how all these people are making the money. Okay. Kevin's on here. Lee's on here. Tammy's on here. There's Mary Beth. You said Mary Beth brought you. There's Mel. There's Sam. You know, Tammy again. Tony. Terry. Like, and there's Donna. Gregory, we got to get you on there. He's been so busy making money that he hasn't had time to even give me a testimonial. G money. But anyway, I'm just letting you guys know that that's how it works, you know, rinse and repeat. Like I was taught, rinse and repeat. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and now end the recording.